through the drama too, but it's just it's wild though. It's wild.
Testing, testing. Okay, good. My microphone still works.
I never been in a serious relationship.
I,
Can't relate to chicks. Never
yet again, had another audio scare today. Windows update took place last night. I restarted my computer, was trying to get things to fix itself, and instead it broke everything. My microphones were not working. I couldn't get calls during my day job today. Like, none of my audio, except minus like my Chrome browser and the sound effects from voice mod. Those were the only two things that I could hear coming out of my computer earlier today. It was not okay. I think I fixed it. I basically had to like dig into my drivers and find out, oh, it's sending all of my audio to my microphone, which is not even a speaker. Why is my computer doing this? And then when I tried to override it to be like, please go to this driver instead, go to this speaker, it wouldn't listen. Like, even using my third-party software or going into the like playback drivers in Windows, it would not let me change it. I had to like disable my microphone 100% in order to force my audio to go back to where it was supposed to be. And then I had to reset up my microphone after I re-enabled it. It was a mess. It was not okay. So take two. Fight with my computer happened today, just like it did yesterday. But you know what? It's working. We're in Final Fantasy. You can hear Final Fantasy. I had to remap everything, but it's okay. It's okay. We made things work. But raid is not gonna happen. We've got people that have gone MIA, or have other IRL obligations they have to tend to, and I think everybody in the group is just kind of burnt out on trying to work on Pandemonium, and getting past certain points, as a group. So until we can either find out what we're going to be doing next, or finding some replacements to kind of just revamp what we've been doing in Pandemonium so far, it's probably just going to be put on the back burner until the next tier comes out. Or we'll see. You know, as I find out more, y'all find out more. That's how it's going to go. So, New Game Plus it is. We are still in the first part of Heaven's Ward. I think where we left off is we did have the trial where Alphino and Tataru were accused of being heretics. So we had to go in front of the tribunal and prove our innocence via battle. That took place. The tribunal?
No, what Alpha and Saber called.
Heretics? I know, I'm saying it like genetics. It's part of the show. Anyways. They had to go through that. Then we went on to save Raban from being executed because Ilbert is evil. Ilbert should die. Ilbert should be stabbed in the eye with the dagger that I carry as a ninja, tipped with poison. All the above. All that should happen. Oh, I didn't do my social media thing. Totally put out the message I was going to be late because I didn't get off of work until almost an hour after the fact, and then I still had to shower and eat. All the above. That is life. More Heaven's Ward. I can spell. On the table. Let's go see the lovely face that Amric has. And pew pew at dragons. Let's go. Twitch. I know how to spell Twitch. I know how to spell Twitch. I know how to spell Twitch. There we go. Okay, I did it. I did it. I shared the social media. I did the thing. Now I have to do it on Facebook. Okay, professional streamer problem. Social media is slow. Okay, we're gonna resume. We're gonna hit yes. We're gonna do the things. I love switching over to New Game Plus when I'm in the middle of the Arcasadera tribe because it resets everything prior to when they took over, and it's all of a sudden, where am I? Where did everybody go? Why are all these buildings looking like dilapidated and whatnot? It's because we're in New Game Plus, and I love it. I was just like going in a time machine, you know, we travel back in time. Oh, teleport, because, you know, flying to the city is not going to make a difference here. Where are we teleporting to? Ishgard? No, Dravania. That's right, because we had talked to Iceheart. We are now trying to make an appeals to Hrelsvagar, to broker peace between man and dragon, but the gatekeeper's not letting us through, so there's all of that. I am going to land and use one of my Aetheryte tickets, because I am not spending over 1,000 to teleport. There we go. That is so much better. That's almost like half the price. Here we go. Alright. Alphino! Alphino! Where are you? Are you with the cockroach people? The cockroach. I have achievements in this area? Short-lived the queen. Successfully complete the fate. Coriel's chase boys. Chase Coriel's. Oh! There's a boss fate I have not completed in this area. Not gonna lady yourself. Thank the 12. Oh, auto advance. Turn it off. Get rid of it. Lord Ravana, you say? How curious that the Vath never mentioned his name. Are you quite certain he will keep his word? There was honor beneath his savagery. And you would know, because he stuck you with a sword, lady. That we survived the encounter at all was a miracle I must attribute to Nakra. Never did I doubt you, Warrior of Light. Unlike some, you were gone so long that Master Alphino were nigh lost his wits with worry, fretting like a maid for her sweetheart he was. Poor Alphino. Estinian, was that truly necessary? No, I love Estinian. Not truly necessary, but certainly true. What matters is that the Primal is banished, and our promise fulfilled. We should return to Vidifnir without delay. Lest you forget, this was but a means to secure an audience with the worm, Hrelsvagar. Nidhogg's minions will not be halted by idle chatter. Come now, we must make every moment count. And off he goes. You are unkind, Estinian. For all his experience and intellect, Alphino is still but a boy. But that's what makes it so easy to pick on him. He's just like Anne, shrugs his shoulders. 100% Big Brother energy. Shall we be on our way to... Anytime. I'm gonna call it anytime. I would not have the dragons think that we have forgotten our bargain. I could teleport, but I kinda wanna ride Rathalos. If I can actually get off the ground. Fly faster, Rathalos. Oh, wait, no. Vidifnir's right here. Haha, I knew that. Thou art returned, little one. Hast thou abandoned thine ill-conceived contest with the Nath? Ma'am, I have vanquished the primal. Nay, my friend, we return in triumph. By Nakara's hand was the beastman's god, Lord Ravana, laid low. In his overconfidence, the primal swore to withdraw his followers from your lands in the event of his defeat, a promise we believe that he will keep. The Nath shall trouble you no longer. The deity is slain, then? How dost thou contend with his biting blades? But the particulars matter not. Thou hast fulfilled thy promise, and I shall fulfill mine. Attend me, mortals. Hie you unto the deepest reaches of Morn, and there you shall find Halo, the altar from which you may begin your ascent to the summit of Samal. But be fairly warned, the minions of Nidhogg shall not lightly suffer your presence on that sacred mount. By your struggles within the cavern shall I judge your party possessed of sufficient fortitude to proceed. That was a mouthful. More Naka narration. We shall not disappoint you, Vidofnir. If memory serves, the Cavern of Morn is entered from the second floor of the central tower. Let us begin the climb. I almost said climb. Y'all can take the stairs. Naka's gonna fly. I'm cheating, 100%. I don't care. Time is of the essence. Although I do remember the first time I was doing this for the first time, trying to find that staircase to go up the tower to the mid-level to get into the cavern confused me so freaking much. First of all, I had trouble finding it in the first place, and the second of all, I didn't realize I was supposed to get off at the middle level instead of going all the way up to the top.
I mean, you didn't have Google Maps open, so obviously that was...
But there is no Google Maps, and they didn't even tell you if the objective was higher or lower back then either. It was just a dot on the map with no Z-axis. I was so lost. We also got tea today. It's still very poppin' hot. Well done, little one. As promised, I shall open the way to Samal's summit for thee and thy companions. Honey, I just said it was still hot. I'm gonna drink Sprite. Right out of the 2-liter. Heed me now, children of man. The domain you seek to enter hath not seen visitors of your kind in nigh on 1,000 years. Though I freely grant you passage, your presence will not be welcomed. To my kin, this mountain is revered as holy ground and resting place both. Ware you the minions of Nidhogg during your ascent, for 'tis certain they shall take great offense to your intrusion. Not Big Cat Dad. We are grateful for your warnings, gentle Vidofnir. My final words are for thee, Dragoon. Have care to keep the stolen power thou wieldest in check, lest it breed further despair. Estinian? The way is open. Let us not tarry here. A moment. Shall we blindly forge on, knowing the dragons that await us? Tiamat herself is said to guard this peak. I do not fear Nidhogg's consort. Any dragon foolish enough to bar our path shall feel the sting of my lance. I'm an Amazon Lunar Kitsune. That's a mouthful. Spoken like a true butcher. Need I remind you that we are come to parley a peace? Let us be clear, heretic. 'Twas to save Ishgard and her people that I first lent my support to this doubtful venture, and 'tis for their sake I go now to speak with Hrelsvardar. but I said nothing of Tiamat. Should the opportunity present itself to rid my people of one of the deadliest enemies, I shall take it. That is my duty as Azure Dragoon. 6'4" Moonfox. She's a tower. You are beyond redemption. We will accomplish nothing by bickering. If we were to meet with Relsvagar, our path leads up the mountain. We shall defend ourselves if attacked, but avoid conflict wherever possible. What other choice do we have? The devil walks in. Sir! Too bad you can't redeem a hydrate because it's already been redeemed and it's on cooldown. Haha. Witch devil. Oh lord. The first time we ever go to Samal. So should I like unsync this and blast through everything and go pew pew? I can okay, that works. Hello, it's me, the cat dad. I was mentioned. Well, I mean, you know, cat dad also. Celine. I have to like do the refresh server thing. Why do I have so many people on my friends list? Why? There you are. It's like, did I skip over you? Dun, da, da, da. Anybody else want to tag along? This is what level is this? 53? Oh god, half my skills are gonna go out the window. You can see my new Dark Knight glam. Woo! It's a heckin' knockout. I do have food. I do have food. Just left Manfred. I can still grab you though. Oh, do I have Aqua on my friends list though? I don't think I do. Let me double check. Let me double check. Nope. I don't have Aqua. I can do player search. Are you back on Famfrit now? Me too, Drake. I'm really excited about just the exploration factor of Island Sanctuary. Yeah, I can only do player search if we're on the same world. Ooh, that's still hot. Just keep pushing the button until you appear. This is literally what it feels like what I'm doing when I'm trying to set up an order for one of my customers during my day job, because we have to send them like either an email or text message to agree to the terms before we can actually place an order. And I literally, just like this, I sit here for what feels like 5 to 10 minutes waiting for them to click on it and for the order to go through so I can then schedule an appointment or ship them whatever it is that they just purchased. Literally the same thing. Just back and forth. Refreshing, checking order. Refreshing, checking order. ends up looking at the names on Naka's friends list, sees a Jehudi, and thinks of Zone of Enders. Oh, I thought you were about to say you knew Jehudi. Is he even online? I know, that's what I was thinking too. I don't think Jehudi's been in game for quite a while. Yeah, he's online right now. Fair enough. He's on Excalibur. There you are. I got you. All I can think of when I see any Jehudi is don't mock Jehudi's speed. Okay. Go, Speed Racer, go. Oh. Sit up straight. Attempt to relax my back, which is nigh impossible. I was about to say, this should be instantaneous. All we need is 1 DPS. Oh! Drake, you missed it by like 2 seconds. Unless anybody wants to withdraw, are y'all okay with 1 penalty? Is that gonna be good with everybody? Well, I mean, Drake, we're like given a daily 3 chances for penalties out of the day. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab Drake here. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna grab you. Look, I gotta do the same thing with you too. Gotta refresh the list. Oh, you're not even... Okay. You're not even logged in. Log in the game, damn it. We're gonna do a G-pose situation here real quick. Did I not spell? Oh, I did not spell that right. Let's try that again. There we go. G-pose. Quad scythe. Did you get the Moonward one that has like the 4 blades on it? Holy crap, that looks insane. Yep. I did like the Moonward one too. It looks alien, honestly, if you ask me. I mean, granted, Moonward is from the moon, but still. What else was I gonna do here? I was gonna add like stickers or something. How do I do that again? I forget. Ooh, is this a new feature? I don't remember seeing this before. Oh, okay. How do you do stickers and stuff again? I forget how to do that. Oh, sticker mode, here it is. Been trying to get company seals for Darksteel ingots because you know airship stuff. 1 more minute, almost there. You good, you good. Kitty. How do I make the kitty bigger? Can I not drag it? Can I not change the size? That's not an option here. Meanwhile, I'm trying to find Naka. Not that hard to find. All these cute and adorable animals that are just overwhelmingly adorable. Is there no way to make them? Oh wait, change sticker size. Oh, that's how you do it. Look at that big old nutkin. You got a big nut. Oh, this brings me so much joy. Make the fat cat fatter. Look at them precious babies. I love it. They so precious. And they actually look like textured stickers. I love that. I love that. What other options do we got here? Last job. Okay, so those are the tokens. Flag. Ooh, look at some of these flags. Mysterium flag, Umorian flag, the Boston flag. These are cool. Triple triad. Oh, you get Mahjong too? Look at all these. Okay, before I turn this into a G-Post stream, we're gonna leave. One of these days, I'm gonna have a production stream. There's Aqua. Is Celine here too? There we go. We got everybody. So art check. Can't find the entrance to the cave. Look, if it's been a while since you've been here, I don't blame you. It's like halfway up the tower. Halfway. Not the top, not the bottom, halfway. And there's a bridge in between the tower and the mountain that goes into the cavern. Oh, I forgot to say, our choice of tea today is blueberry, of course by Yogi, because what other brand would Naka ever get? Celine gets my Claudia. How many skills do I have in here at level 54? Not a lot. Not a lot. I don't get Toxicon, so I'm like down an AoE or two here. Oh my god. Okay, nobody died. It's okay. Critical shield! Use it to its fullest potential, please. Get rid of that poison, that poison, throw a heal to you, get rid of the debuff, throw another shield, I need more spell speed. Ah! Living death! No! Ah! I don't even have my defensive ability that I can use my Addergall with. I don't have Zoe. I don't have Krasis. I'm working with only a third of my toolbox. or a lack of practicality? He's got it, you got it. Okay. There's another shield. Flower power! Flower devour! Get away from Aqua! It's me, get away from me. Die, Flower. What are you doing here? Oh, that's right, this is the Woad gear. That very northern tribal looking equipment. Caveman, yeah, there you go. Oh, there he is. That was fast. Ice Dragon! Come on, don't save me all day.
Whether or not and utterly out.
Want to squish it with an oversized flip-flop? I do not remember if red is stat or run away. About to find out. Run away, maybe. Yep, that seems about right. I couldn't hear you. That one's a stack. to drink more tea. Death becomes you. I wonder, do you still get a die from these treasure coffers over here in the corner? Nope, but I saw somebody get a clear prism. Tiamat! Now let's see if we can all get away from the comments in time. Oh, speaking of which, ow. Oh, battle! Die, die! I honestly, guys, don't remember any of the cutscenes following this dungeon. Thank y'all, though! Ooh, excuse me. yellow. What does the yellow one represent? Is that supposed to be lightning? No, purple's lightning. So what is yellow? Earth? Or wouldn't that be orange? I don't know. Usually when I think of Earth, I think brown, but... or green. Lots of cutscenes, like them crystals. Maybe when the DBS LVs. Emotional damage!
Considering the Earth shards are yellow-brown. Earth crystals, Earth clusters.
Well, for all the colors, there is the light blue ice, dark blue water, red is fire, purple is lightning. Isn't there 6 of them total?
Green is wind.
Green is wind, that's what I was missing, and the yellow would be earth. Okay. It was just that one I was missing, just that one. I was actually like going back through the rings from Captain Planet in my head, trying to remember all the elements. But Team Tillman was the last. Oh wait, that's Justinian. I sense no other dragons nearby. What is happening? Alphina's freaking out, man. Justinian? Justinian! What's wrong? Nidhogg, he roars. He knows we are here. He knows we are here then. His fury, it bleeds through the eye. Fear not, I am yet my own master. But that damned worm's wrath burns hotter than flame. Come, the heart of the dragon's homeland yet lies before us. He's 100% edgelord until he finally takes that helmet off. Thus do we add another link to the chain of vengeance. Oh, Saint Shiva, when will it end?
To the peak of Som Al, at the end of a perilous mountain path, whence could be seen a string of pearl-like islands floating impossibly atop a sea of clouds. To a domain where dragons and men had once lived in harmony, whose majesty no mortal eye had glimpsed for nigh on 1,000 years. They came.
You know, there's a little bit of a disconnect where, there's a little bit of a disconnect where the, back in the day when Heaven's Ward was still kind of broken up and still new and still going through it, you kind of forget that all of these little like transitional cutscenes where Edmund de Flotance is narrating your entrance and your appearance into a new zone is from his memoirs that he actually wrote. So I now going back and playing it again and realizing in its entirety that these are excerpts from his memoirs. Like, this is kind of awesome. Gonna pet the screen. Speaking of, let me get a closer look at your gear now that we're out of the dungeon. That big hair, that already is like 10 points. Which sword is that, by the way? Is that the Hades sword? Ilias. Yeah, I think that's the Hades sword, right? We have reached it. Wait, Alphino. We have reached it at last, the peak of Samal. I keep getting my characters confused. 'Tis said to be the highest mountain in all of Eorzea, you know. I thought it cold in Coerthas, but the air here carries the chill of a dozen winters. 80s Extreme Sword. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Because, let's see. We try that sucker on, And then draw it. Yeah, there's the Hades circles. Happiness. I found a group to grind the extreme trial this weekend. Oh, nice. Where am I going? Where am I going? I'm talking to Alpha now. Okay. Oh, I just realized I got the music cranked all the way up here. Again, audio screwed all the hell up. Moogle time! Yeah, do the Moogle dance, please. Now that we have scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Relsvagar himself. And we both do the think pose. ESL too. It's a Moogle! It's a Moogle! At the moment, I got the Dark Knight Gunbreaker Paladin and Astrologian Hades X weapons. Damn, nice. What manner of creature is that? I know what that is, and I want to kill it. He's like, they can see me! Run away! Run away! Nagara, do my eyes deceive me, or is that a Moogle? It was my understanding that they only dwelled within the Twelveswood. I certainly never expected to see one in the Churning Mist. If the Moogle does live here, however, he may know where Relsvagar makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose the creature completely. Naka has a puffball growing from him now. No, I do not. I have Halo, no puff. Oh my god, it's a puff. Run away from you. Ah, he's gone. Nakara, we must widen our search. Alphino just frantically looking for a Moogle, otherwise making him look kinda... The nearby air appears warped. You sense that concealing magics are at work. I have to check all the destinations, don't I? Yeah, I do. Cause good old King Moogle Maga, what's his name, is not even showing up there. Not me dancing the entire time. I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Mayhaps 'twas simple one of those strange plants, shifting in a breeze. Justinian, I must smack you with one of my new lists, and it's gonna hurt because they're kinda sharp. Naga has streamed snipers. Look, I am totally okay with that. I have heard tales of these Moogles, but 'tis the first time I've ever laid eyes on one. They are rather adorable, aren't they? You say that now. But trust me, before it's all said and done, you are going to hate these little creatures. Why do you stare at me so? Can I not find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. And she's like, excuse me? I'm allowed to think something's cute. I'm sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? Maybe, sorta, kinda. Confound it. Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Moogles? I'm certain Relsvagar would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify Nidhogg's with any certainty. We could wander the mist for days and not know if we were any closer to his brood brother. And those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Isel, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try, yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Dravanians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alphino? I have not yet given up on the Moogles. Nakura, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Moogles-kin in the Twelveswood. After that business with Moggle Mog, I dare say they will be glad to help us. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze, in the hope that it might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Estinian. Come then, Nakura, let us make haste for Gridania, and rendezvous at Nafika's altar. Ah, but I neglected to tell you, there is an aetheryte of ancient construction here which should make the return journey less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. But I kinda sorta already did before we even came here. But y'all don't know that yet. Just like how I know information in my tabletop group that I am not allowed to share and is driving me crazy. Let me just say, Domino's makes some pretty banging crust. So good. I almost forgot where I was going for 2 seconds. I was distracted by food. He doesn't want to spend money going to Gridania. See now. Oh, wait, no. You're not who I need to talk to. I sent word to the Elder Seedseer upon arriving in Gridania. I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the 12wood Moogles, it is her. We are expected at the Lotus Dam. I trust you're familiar with the conjurer stationed at the entrance? The Elder Seedseer awaits you. Pray follow me. How did he beat me? Stupid PS4 load times. Oh. Drake, Celine. Y'all got that? Bam! Deleted. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but 'tis no less of a relief to see you safe in hell with my own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us on such short notice, my lady, and for all you've done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seedseer, we would beg your wisdom in a matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragon Song War. Speak on, friend. Be gone, bot! I see. So you seek a means to contact these Moogles of the Churning Mist. Wow! Koopa-po-po! Whatever. It's Koopa. Greetings, Kuplaka. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck by the sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Kane, and I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these Moogles in the sky, Koopa. I will oh, hang on, I need to pull a really quick BRB. This is a very important phone call that I need to take. I will be right back. so real quick, story time. Turn the music back down here. Yeah, everything's gonna be fine. It's, one of my sensors for my continuous glucose monitoring system, went kaput. So anytime that happens, I call into the manufacturing company and be like, hey, one of the sensors y'all sent me just died, like way before its expiration period. And anytime that you do that, as long as you can provide them with like, the serial number and the lot number that they sent the sensor from, then they'll replace it for you at no charge, which is super convenient because that basically means I get a free sensor to last me a little bit longer than what my original order would have. So it's definitely a huge benefit. It's like when you get a lifetime warranty on something and it breaks, and now you get a brand new one that you didn't have to pay for, type situation type thing. So when I called earlier today about it, they were super busy, long holds, and I was not able to get through with one of their agents. So like most companies nowadays, I put in my phone number and they'll be like, we'll give you a call when an agent is available. And that's exactly what that was. One of their agents was finally available and were giving me a call back. So it's like, yes, I need to take this phone call. How do I get this box open? So I am... There we go. I figured it out. Currently taking apart my equipment so that I can put a new sensor in. So that way I'm not left in the dark about what my blood sugar is. Put that there, put that there. Possibly production line check is gonna be... Yeah, like what used to happen before is this is what it looks like before it's inserted. This big plastic thing is actually the inserter. Like this whole thing is the device that stabs you to put the sensor on you, and then the whole plastic thing just gets tossed out. Enter manually. Hang on, I gotta type this in on my cell phone. 8 LF. Save. Confirm. There we go. Okay. And if, or a long time ago, these things would get stuck. Not like stuck in you, but whenever you would push the button, it would stab you with the needle, so that way the sensor would stick to you. And you go to pull away, it wouldn't let go of the sensor. Like for something in the like plastic bracket that was inside the device would not let go of the actual sensor itself. So you would have to peel the whole thing back off of you, and that sensor would be wasted because it would not let go of it. And they had like a whole entire like shipment of these that went out all over the place, all over the world. So they had to track down all the lot numbers, figure out, you know, which ones needed to be recalled, who to inform, who to notify. It was crazy. So they still take those lot numbers in case something like that does happen again, but they have since fixed that problem. But every once in a while, you'll still get this odd one-off sensor that just doesn't do its job or has a technical glitch or whatever. And if you call it in and report it, they will replace it for you. And I mean, it's one of those, it's like, why would you not take advantage of that? You get the benefit of the doubt in that situation. You get an extra sensor that will last you for an X amount of more days, since your previous one went kaput. Which way? Let's do it this way. And don't worry, y'all are not gonna see anything. I don't show needles on cam. Whoa, what happened with that? Okay. I was just talking about how they used to get stuck with the inserters. This one didn't get stuck, but like something started sticking out when I inserted it. I was like, what is that? It was just part of the casing. Put that away. And since this came fresh out of the box, I can just stick it on. Wow, these alcohol prep pads dry up really fast. There we go. Alright, I have a new sensor, a new transmitter. I am hooked up. I am the Bicentennial Man and a cyborg all over again. We can get back to business. And go back to Eorzea! Ugh. Put this knife away. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Moogle high in the clouds of Dravania, and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I am mistaken, Kuplo, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of Moogles who dwell beyond the clouds? Indeed there are, Kupo. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Aha. Ah, yes. The tale of good King Moogle the 12th. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length, that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kuplo's ancestors hailed from the Churning Mist. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelveswood, it is perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alphino, such stories often contain a measure of truth. 'Tis like that the Moogles of the Churning Mist tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Naka is a good Hrothgar to rest on. What? Oh, fleeing second nature's to us. Fleeing is second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come trampling through the forest. Of course, where there's one Moogle, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. You will accompany us, then? Just you try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit, the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. What is my phone doing? It is freaking out. Bluetooth, yes, pair. My phone is trying to connect to my body. Okay, there it goes. I'm telling you, we're gonna reach that point one day, that singularity where we start uploading our minds into computers. It's gonna happen. If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture, and lend my voice to your cause as Ambassador of Gridania. Everybody freaks out. My lady, are you quite certain? How oft has our nation turned to the science of the Seventh Dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the Warrior of Light to risk his life to save our own? Full many times, I say to you, and never have they refused. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. And everybody's like, are you sure that's a good idea? Is this not just... Ooh! She puts them in their place. A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Seedseer. We would be honored by your presence. I love her. She's literally like the picture of elegance and grace. But when she gotta lay the smack down, get it, mama. Now I see what you're talking about, Drake. Where's Alphino? Oh, he way over there. I'm gonna let you just fall. Pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seedseer's guide on the journey back to Samal. It being a path I have already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seedseer's personal guard to escort us. A personal guard that I could easily lay low in like 0.5 seconds. Just saying. I'm a poof. I'm a poof. I'm a poof. I poof. And this way. I have mounts. Let me use mounts. Jesus. Lala, your minion is almost as big as you are. Just saying. What you waiting around for, Estinian? Waiting for Nidhogg to come for you? Well met, Warrior of Light. Nidhogg has not stirred, but he does watch us, unblinking. The Elder Seedseer herself answers your call. Then there is naught to do but wait. And we wait. And we wait. And we wait. They are here, not gonna... Greetings, my friend. I am happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of Dravanians. 'Twould seem the dragons have abandoned Samal for the churning mist. Elder Seedseer, may I present to you Sir Estinian, Ishgar's Azure Dragoon. 'Tis an honor to meet you, Sir Estinian. I have heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. I too am a dragoon, Madam Elder Seedseer. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Moogles are all around us even as we speak, and I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves? This should serve. Go, Kuplacop! They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Koopa. I am Kane Senna. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelveswood to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Kuplacop just coming around with the horn. Ooh, such a gentle and pleasing glow. I feel like the little aliens from Toy Story. The claw! The Cloud. I am Moglin, the chieftain of this Moogle clan. Chieftain Moglin, it is an honor to meet you. Greetings! I am Kuplakop, ambassador of the Twelveswood Moogles. A Moogle from the world below? Your hide is of a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here, amongst the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your wariness. I am told that men have never walked here in nigh of 1,000 winters. Mayhap you will forgive them their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which has first brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Hrelsvagar, that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon. An end to war, you say? I trust you, Kanesana. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. Bedtime! Night-night, Silver! Toot. But I'm afraid the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that. We hid because we smelled dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Hrelsvagar, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind and invite destruction into our happy home. Kuplo! Now, just a moment, Chieftain. Nakarai here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. He is a champion of the Twelveswood Moogles, and I'll not hear his good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall, of course, take your testimony into consideration. If I may, Chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interest of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Mogholm. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kupo. Smooth jazz music to go along with our cutscene here. Just Drake perpetually leaning upon my blue feather weapon. I still don't have the Starbird yet, Celine. I need to farm that. I'm gonna just buy it off the market board. Watch me. Too far away. Tell me, in the world down below, do all of your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. What was it Kuplakop called you again? A warrior of light? Nakara. Your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Moogle name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. As are Moghan, Mogmog, Mogwin, those being the names of 3 wise Moogles who will administer the momentous challenges that I've devised to measure your worth. I call them the Trials of Trustworthiness. Undertake these trials and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid. You need to bring me with you to do Dead Ends, Naka. One day. And this is where I grow to hate these things with a passion. Hello, yes, I am Moghan, the foremost alchemist in Mogholm, if you must know. If your tummy's gloopy or your wings droopy, I have a potion to fix that. Or I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily, you're here to do my trial. Yeah, go forth, mighty adventurer. Mightily pluck 3 sprigs of cloud's breath for me. You'll find it blooming near the entrance to Iltolm. It's not the safest of places, so don't let yourself be too distracted by the pretty flowers. Kupo. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. Thank God I can fly. One of these were like up on the side of the mountain. Well, not quite, but I remember crawling all over this freaking mountain trying to find these things. Is this another one? What am I not seeing? Where is it? There it is. Whoosh. We still got 2 more trials to go. Alright, Moghan, you're the first one on my shit list. Oh yes, these are perfect, Kupo. Now I have the main ingredient for my palm tonic. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, sir? Should you ever feel your palm losing its bounce, then I'm your Moogle. But I don't have a palm. Mogmug, you're gonna be the second one on my shit list. Yes, you have the pleasures of speaking with Mogmug. I know, I am the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you've ever laid eyes upon, Kupo. It isn't easy being this adorable. I can barely take a stroll outside without those relentless Dravanians throwing themselves at me. Why, they look as if they might just gobble me right up. In any case, fleeing their overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, sir, is this. Find these ardent archaeosaurs and slap some manners into them. Kupo, perhaps a firm smack on the snout will teach them to appreciate my charm from afar. The thought the Crystal Braves were first on your shit list? This is a specific shit list for Moogles. There is a special place in hell for all of them.
Before or after the Easter
They all fit in their own independent categories, damn it. Wait, is this in the okay. I was about to say, is this in the same place we picked up that last cloud bed from? We're gonna do this. And we're gonna go puke. Deleted. Drake, I wasn't sure if you were coming to help, but yeah, they went squish. I probably could have actually just poked him with my slap fist, my auto attack, and would have gotten more context out of that. You were able to humble my Dravanian devotees? Wonderful! You are as capable as I am captivating, Kupo. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those louts from pursuing me so mercilessly. Their tongues lolling and their bellies rumbling. The Dravanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration. This little idjit is kind of sort of reminding me of Hyacinth. I want to kill it. Mogwin's the name, and art is my game. When it comes to painting, there are none in Mogholm who can match my talent with a brush. I know why you've come. Chieftain Moglin has demanded that I test your trustworthiness, but I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me. I instead charge you with retrieving a masterpiece I seem to have misplaced. It was an ambitious and innovative work, guaranteed to fetch at least 4 Kupo nuts on the open market. You must find it. Question the masses. Surely a pebble painted with such vibrant color and unmistakable panache cannot have escaped the notice of every Moogle in Mogholm. Pebble. A painting of a pebble. Mogwin is missing his masterpiece, Kupo? Oh, you mean that paint-smeared mess of a pebble? I've not seen it recently, a fact for which my eyes are profoundly grateful. Where is this? Oh, there you are. Hidden underneath the shrooms. Maestro Mogwin has misplaced his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, happy day. If I am the swifter in finding it, I will soon have a genuine Mogwin for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 Kupo nuts just laying about to spend on such luxuries? Wow, we went from one opposite end of the spectrum to the other. I don't know much about this stone, but I do know Mogwin's been creeping out the back way to Summall Summit for some time. Kupo, maybe he left it up there. Mogto. Mogto. Nope, not this high up. How far down? How far down? How far down? Oh wait, I have to speak to Mogwin. Ah, never mind. Well, what did you find out? Ah yes, now that you mention it, I do seem to recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. The second part of your trial commences. Go forth, adventurer, and retrieve my masterpiece before some art-starved admirer swipes the stone for himself. Yeah, like that muddled Moogle that I talked to a second ago, who didn't actually have a name. Painted stone. There it is. It literally is a stone with just paint on it. Lissai. The Moogle turned into a snowman. Do you have it, Kupo? Is my masterpiece safe? It's a rock. Yes, this is my work. Is it not exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, sir. At last I can exchange my art for those delectable Kupo nuts. Chieftain Moglin will hear of this valorous deed indeed. You have completed the trials of trustworthiness. Ugh. They asked me to do anything else. Nakura, if that is what you insist on calling yourself, you have completed the trials of trustworthiness administered by the taskmasters Moghen, Mogmug, and Mogwen. During those grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct, as well as that of your companions. And I am decided, Kupo. Gather your friends before me now, so that I need not repeat myself needlessly. All of them? Are these trials over then? My tasks have been little more than household chores. If our hosts elect not to grant their aid after working us like a pack of chocobos, I shall demand compensation in Kupo nuts out of principle. But I hope it will not come to that. Let us hear the chieftain's verdict, shall we? Amen. Tell him, Alphino. Tell him. Standing here in Mogholm, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of good King Mogulmog the 12th and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth, a story for younglings that grew with the telling. But with every passing moment, I become more certain that we have discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. Kane, did you even have any tasks or trials to do? I'm just curious. We've become such good friends, Kupo. My Moogle cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. Chieftain Moglin has finally come to a decision, has he? Well, I suppose I better flutter over and see him then. Gazelle, what did they have you do? What sorcery is this? That my heart should stir at mere fluffiness? Nakra! No matter. What is it? Chieftain Moglin has made his decision? Well, let's not keep him waiting then. Let's go. Completely changes the subject. She's overcome by the cuteness. Oh, where am I going? Estinian, why are you so far away, sir? How go your trials, Warrior of Light? I myself have been sent on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dravanians? Such contradictions aside, our host seemed entranced by the height of my leap. They compared me to Mog, a lance-wielding Moogle warrior of Eld who also favored such attacks. 'Twas meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt those furry lumps could outleap a caracal lamb, much less a dragoon. Conclude your business here swiftly, Nagra. I like not this place. Stanian, just take off your helmet already. Well, he needs to stop being a lone wolf and such a pain in the rear. Never have I deemed such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and... niggling? I don't like that word. Errands. And have our labors proven the purity of our intentions, Chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. But you see, before any meeting with Frelsvagar could take place, certain preparations needed to be made, and what better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo? The Estinians get mad. Oh dear, the horn! Bring out the horn, quickly now! Thank you, Estinian. We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the Great Worm, Kupo. We, have perhaps been treating it with care it deserves of late, and I think Moghan may have sat on it, so we needed some time for cleaning and polishing and straightening. No lasting harm done, though. Now you need simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. We are in your debt, Chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to Harelsvagar. Very possibly, yes, but I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm isn't terribly fond of, Your concern is appreciated, but I am quite certain that Harelsvagar will welcome our overtures. If you say so. Should we ever arrive at his lair? Come, we have squandered enough time already. Chieftain Moglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship, twixt earth and sky. Of course, Kupo. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Mogholm your home amongst the clouds. They're cute, but they need help. Edgelord McGoober over there, eh? Yes. Boop. Thanks for the help, Kupo. I doubt I would ever have found all those rotten chores. Oh, I would ever have found time for all those rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the chieftain had spent little less time sitting about and little more time chieftain-ting, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. But now all the errands are done and the horn is fixed, so all's well that ends well. Hey, Kupo. I think the trial is soon, if I recall. The Nidhogg trial? Well, I expect you're eager to be on your way. Did I mention your friend was looking for you, Kupo? If not, Alphinaud is looking for you. I'll be waiting just outside, stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart. What is it? What? Wait, no. I want to examine, not... Stop it! Why are you not wearing a shirt, sir? Sir, where is your shirt? That is not how armor works. To the best of my knowledge, we have all that we need for our trip to Zenith, and I believe the Elder Seatseer and her retinue will soon be making the journey back to Gridania. It would be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to our going separate ways, shall we? She's right there, Alphinaud. His body is ready. No, not for the Moogles. Alphinaud, Nakara, I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these Moogles might never have been revealed to us. 'Tis we who should be thankful, Elder Seatseer. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, they would never have chosen to reveal themselves at all. And 'twas your presence, Kuplacop, that ultimately won us their trust. It must have taken great courage to leave the sanctuary of the Twelveswood, and we are exceedingly glad that you did. It was my pleasure, Kupo. I made so many new friends and have so many fantastic tales to tell my kinsmoogle back at home. And it is to our home that we must now return. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Safe journey, Elder Seatseer. We too must be on our way. Relsvagar awaits. Yes, ma'am? Warrior of Light, pray attend closely to your companion, Sir Estinian. Beneath that stoical facade, a storm of anguish seethes unseen. But it's not gonna be me who saves him. Oh my god, I've been dusted. I've been dusted. Where are we going to next? Moghand. Oh, is this all the way to Zenith? Is that where we're heading? Or is he just outside? Where is this? Hang on. Speak with Moghand. Okay, it's just up here. Where am I going? Have you said your goodbyes and dabbed away your tears, Kupo? Then we are indeed ready to go. Let's go. I don't want to wait. As Chieftain Moglin already explained, the shiny instrument we gave you is the best means of grabbing Relsvagar's attention. I'll come along and show you the way to Zenith. That's the big place where you need to blow the horn. First things first, though, we need to make for Assa. And watch out for rampaging dragons. Maybe that should have been the first thing, Kupo. Did you just throw yellow at Estinian? I think he needs all the colors of the rainbow. Defeat enemies on the path to Assa. Whoosh. We're gonna delete everything. If I hit that. Yep. Full deleted. I got stuck. Bam! One shot. They weren't grouped up like the first one, so I couldn't just hit them all at the same time. Sad face. I could switch over to black mage. White mage for holy. Things were a bit bitey there for a while, but I think we've arrived in one piece, Kupo. I wonder what has the dragons so awfully snappy. I mean, the bad ones are always bad, but they seem worse than usual. Let's keep it moving, Moghan. We may have a small problem, Kupo. When the winds are high like this, Frelsvagar invariably abandons his lofty perch and heads to the lands below to hunt. If he tried blowing the horn now, I doubt he'd hear it. I suggest we stop at the clearing up ahead and rest until the wind dies down. Listen, I remember getting to this point in the story, and there was like 50 bajillion side quests to do with the Mughals, and they were all stupidly frustrating. Why am I running? This should do nicely, Kupo. The winds will likely have died down by tomorrow, but until then, we might as well make ourselves comfortable. If we must interrupt our journey so close to its end, I suppose this place is as good as any. And mayhap a brief respite from the hardships of the road will help to clear our minds in readiness for the coming parley. Very well then, I believe a campfire is in order. Leave the gathering of fuel to me. I acquired a keen nose for firewood during my time in the frozen waste of Coerthas. And thus the joke begins. Clear our minds. 'Tis Master Alphinaud whose mind needs clearing. The thought of meeting a great worm in the flesh has befuddled the boy. Did you see him stroll away as if these ruins were not crawling with deadly beasts? Follow him, Nokra, and see that the wildlife does not make a meal of our young friend. We will have the camp ready by the time you return. Perfect excuse for a camp to magically appear while I'm away. Forward and back, and then forward and back, and then go forward and back, and then one step forward. Shoot me now. Another tree. It's just trees everywhere. The attack of the haunted and deadly forest. Not a dragon in sight. I see I was right to worry about the boy's safety. Once Alphinaud returns with the wood, we can see about supper. The Ice Queen has filled a pot with what looks like stew ingredients, ready for the fire. The Ice Queen. These two will eventually get along. Alphinaud, that's a bunch of sticks. Enough sticks, I guess. Stereotypical Final Fantasy campfire scene. Love it. Kuplakov, you're so fast. They're cute when they're asleep. Few things compare to the simple pleasure of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making. So speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you wouldn't have recognized firewood if it came with kindling and a flint. 'Tis well you instructed me so patiently then. But yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal to Ysel with a pile of damp leaves. I was born the pampered son of a Charleyan dignitary, and alongside my twin became the youngest student ever to be accepted into the studium. How proud I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers, how ignorant of mine own shortcomings. That hubris invited manipulation and betrayal, and led to a downfall of the Scions. We all of us are guilty. I don't think that was worded right. All of us are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives, never knowing what it is they fight for, never questioning that which they have been taught to believe. 'Twas only upon meeting Hrelsvâgar that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would never have vowed to tear down the Holy See, and expunge the falsehoods from which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance. That the truth has driven me to do terrible things I cannot deny, but I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetuating a needless war. I think there's supposed to be a we, all of us, are guilty. Yeah, if there were some commas there, that would have made a lot more sense. If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's conviction in the face of failure, of striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge. You are well on your way, Master Alphinaud. At your age, I was but a fool swinging a spear, with scarcely a thought in my head. Even now, I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored. Sitting here, amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? But for all that such an age existed, we are now in time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragon Song War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for certain that it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. Throws another piece of wood in the fire. In my hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power, I will slay Nidhogg myself, orders or no. Estinian, you gave your word. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Iceheart. Convince Hrelsvâgar of the righteousness of your cause. Doubt not, but that I shall, Dragoon. Well, wind's willing, we shall have our answers on the morrow. Let us sleep now, and face our fate with the rising of the sun. As none of them move at all to go to bed. Let's go meet a dragon. The campfire was so cozy, I must have fallen asleep. But do you feel how the winds have shifted? They will have borne Hrelsvâgar back to the skies above Zenith, I'm sure of it. This is your chance to climb to the highest floor of the place, and summon him with a toot on that shiny horn. So, I'll be heading back now if it's all the same to you. Good luck. It was nice knowing you. As if that was not a loaded statement. Oh, are we finally to that epic cutscene? The whole conversation between Hrelsvâgar and Ysel here? Are we at that point? Are we ready? Ooh, I remember exploring this entire place. I had so much fun. When you're running on the ground, on foot, this place is massive. The scale of it really sinks in. I would say that's a little bit more than a toot. Mortals, why do you disturb my solitude?
Svelga.
We know that the dragons are capable of speaking common, Relsvigard. Come on. Oop, what did I just click?
By the 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
'Cause he's telepathic, man. That's how. We're gonna do some auto advance here. Keep this moving.
Raesvelga, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth. The truth about your past. About Shiva.
Oh, he mad.
But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me. I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn.
Oh? Damn, shut down. They're talking about Bahamut.
Then the spirit that answered me.
Be that as it may, Lord Raesvelga, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far. We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
Tell him, Alphino. Are we about to have an echo flashback? Is this when it happens? Oh, he's gonna tell the story.
Esk ein isor ul dran il esk afashi.
1,200 years ago.
Fia ein kinu, losken stari strari dran, lar hesne schnell. Toham aftar, feskdu for one istrasi, on lis esta ithon. Sai if in ned, or ratatoska, stray ul morni. Seski anuman isna, kasea, telened el monikel, eskian, esneshi, is esneshi, asnist. Is lufta, sithra antu il, kishan es elra.
So greedy.
Sith moni ratatoska nis heg ed, for always in dar. Kal Egmon thorn in Yui, ale fei in leita, working ishkin in. San es shisnishka, stadrana moi.
Sid, hi! We are like in the epic turning point of Heavensward, where we learn about the beginning of the Heavensong War. Drama. It's so good, so good. We just met Hrelsvurgar. Shiva just found out that she was not actually Shiva. She's disappointed. Alphino's trying to make diplomatic relations, and now Hrelsvurgar's like, yeah, right, like I'm gonna help you after your people did all A, B, and C. And that's what we're doing right now. But how are you doing? The one eye is still so off-putting, though.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, Dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
Good to stream hopping between matches of VHS. Already finished all of my dailies in Final Fantasy. That is something I still need to do, especially now that it's a new week. I have done my Aglia, so I've done my weekly for that, but as far as like working towards getting my weekly cap for Tomes of Astronomy and doing like my custom deliveries, yeah, haven't touched it at all. I'm so behind. Astidian, please stop talking before you get killed or mind controlled, right?
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Askakin for Elna. Sith is Neshdokin an.
Then the seed lies within us.
It does.
Ros Esh Idran. Oloson Inizek. Non Nish I Eskdir Dran En. Wa Ulwa. Skola Es. Alakin El Andranken. Mondo.
Ye gods, I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment.
Not quite, Alphino.
But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain!
War Ulmon Alaan Asdrao. Kawol Smaim Korsu Thrahal Sesknoni Se'an Inkinizek.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground.
And now you know why.
Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance. An eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
In Ice in Draho. Ale Ilia in.
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Ja an. Lis as an in. En la tu ole ul in an hers isu. Mik du set in sori. Nosta el. No lis as dui for in.
He's too lost in his rage. Exactly.
An isi a ultran as nisek for. En lai as nesh I an iratatoska. En sith son ishi eskva ulgar los an. Snosk for an. Non an lis I an. Skål ilens an. Skål.
Belzgar is like, I'm done with y'all, so this is futile. I've educated you. Be gone. That's literally summing up that entire, like, a 10-minute cutscene. It is what just happened. Belzgar was every bit and awe-inspiring as I imagine. His voice fairly dripped with power. The will behind his words so undeniable that it transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. 'Tis but a pity that I misliked what he said. So far did we travel, even unto the very heavens themselves, only to be dismissed like unruly children. And far from mitigating this humiliation, the hidden truths we have learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nidhogg from his course. We've completed part 1! Alright. Now we gotta start at part 2. As everybody just magically reappears.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him?
True.
Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And with two Azure Dragoons working in unison, who can say what might be possible? But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
I want to point out that in that dialogue, in that conversation, he said 2 Azure Dragoons. Once again, the game has acknowledged that you, the Warrior of Light, are also an Azure Dragoon, because I have my Dragoon leveled all the way up. Just want to point that out.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
That I should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Honey, you can summon and control
Leave her.
a primal.
Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
That is still no small feat. You are a badass bitch. Act like it. Ma'am. What false god is this Shiva? What manner of phantom have I welcomed into my heart? Oh, trust me. Trust me. I know. I know. I just want to be like that tough love reinforcement. Like, you are a badass bitch. Do not let anybody else tell you anything different. More dragons? More deleting? How did I miss that? We're just taking a shortcut. Otherwise we would have gone all the way down that path, run all the way through here, go across the bridge. Try to figure out where the hell we are by the time we get to that point, then continue on down this path. Yep, I remember running all the way through this area trying to get to here. Oh, I do not miss those times. All through there, dodging enemies, trying not to aggro anything and everything on the way up here. Pincer attack! Negated. Oh, sneaky one. Ooh, I remember this place, because I spent a good right while trying to get to the top of that tower.
Is that it?
That is it.
Aye, that would be the Eyrie. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. 'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the Primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated.
Justinian's like,
it is
oh
time we
really?
called upon Master Garland. It will be just like the good old days, no?
Yo, Sid! We need your airship again. A force of sufficient power to break through the Primal's defenses might conceivably grant us access to the Eyrie, and I can offer no better solution. Pray consult this engineer friend of yours. Very well, on the condition that you swear not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence. And steal all the glory for myself, you mean? Nay, I am not so selfish as that. Contact me by link pearl when your preparations are complete, and we shall set forth from Ishgard together. I suggest we rendezvous back at Saint Renette's Forum, Nagra. From what I gleaned at the Holy Seas, decidingly ambitious airship project, Sid will still be in Ishgard. That big-ass airship that's still at Camp Cloudtop. Oh, where's my... I need to use this first. There we go, now it's much cheaper. Ow! Oh, my legs. Sore. Okay, I'm good. Where are we going? Sky Steel Manufacturing. Okay. When last you saw Master Garland, he was advising, or Alpha no, not Estinian. When last you saw Master Garland, he was advising the Ishgardians on their Elling airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we could try the airship landing, or mayhap even the Sky Steel factory. But let us not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city's sure to know where to find him. The question is who. Sir Emmerich would seem the obvious choice, but there's no guaranteeing he'll be able to grant us an audience at short notice. I have it. Count Edmund's youngest son prides himself on knowing all of the Holy Sea's juiciest rumors. Let us return to the manor and see if Lord Emil is about. And back to House Fort Tops. Let me in, let me in. Or else I'll blow your house down. Don't ask me how, it's just gonna happen. Emil! Spill the tea. Ah, the hero returns. How goes the fight, old boy? Will I trust? Oh? In search of Sid Garland, you say? Then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. I hear he has been tasked with getting that monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. 'Twould seem the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come, Nakara, we must find Sid and trouble him for his expert opinion. Away we go. This house seems really well lit at this particular moment in time. Don't ask me why. Anywho, moving on. Looking at those chandeliers, I kind of want to be like, did they reuse those chandeliers in Yulmore? Another shirtless dude. What the heck, people? And they're not even Hrothgars. What is happening? Because of that data center travel now. That's why. I'm going to blame it on that. We're getting all the riffraff from Crystal and Aether. Don't judge me. I'm Elzen, am I riffraff? I didn't say anything about Elzen! Oh crap, auto advance. Greetings, Master Garland. I am sure it will come as little surprise when I tell you we have need of a favor. Look at Sid wearing his winter clothing. Another wind barrier, and you say it was conjured by Nidhogg? The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The Dravanians would fly rings around her. And if they took it into their heads to incinerate the rigging, well, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. But there must be something we can do, some manner of weapon we could employ. Estinian stands vigil at the edge of the churning mist, but we do not know for how much longer. Alright, I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Biggs, Wedge, it's time we gave that new toy of yours a proper field test. It's probably best if I let the lads show you. Come on, the manufactory is not too far. Let's go. I love how Sid, like, instantaneously gets winter clothing where Alphino had to wait for Tataru to make him a coat. Just saying. Sky Steel Manufactory. You Biggs, talk to me, dude. Our little project's just inside. Oh, you're going to like this one. Is this the wind cutter?
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
The mana cutter. Where did I get wind cutter?
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them.
They're flattered.
They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
Sid.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio is bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, and lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
No pun intended. Thank you, Sid. Catch your breath, honey.
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Ulda. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
And?
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the Mana Cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds.
I got tea on the lid and now it's sticky.
You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
Tataru, let's go. General Raban says they may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts, and he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Come, Nakra. Pressing through Ishgar's plight may be... our presence here will not serve to hasten the Mana Cutter's completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Thanalan and lend what aid we may. Tataru, have our friends at the congregation send a message to Estinian. Tell him we have identified a solution to our problem, and that it may take some time to prepare. As you wish, Master Alphina. To the Waking Sands, Warrior of Light. 'Tis past time Ulda was delivered from darkness. My nose is running. And thus we flip to the other story happening in Heaven's Ward right now. The drama of Ulda. I don't know why this reminded me of it, but have any of y'all seen that video or the meme going around where it's the crow just going woo like 15 times in a minute-long video? It just keeps looking at the ground and going woo. It's not cawing like a crow does, not your regular caw. It's just going woo. I didn't even know a crow could do that. The old drama, yes. Yes, that is the perfect name for it, the old drama. And hello, Donovan, welcome. That is exactly what happened in Ulda. It was traumatic, it was dramatic, and it was way over the top and made me cry a lot. Raban, look at you looking like your old self again. That makes me so happy to see you.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain.
Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
Meaning that she put him to work.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
Dun-da-da, you figured it out,
Lend some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady-in-waiting, Meriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
Time to track her down. Go arrest her.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands.
Right in the middle of Ul'dah.
We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours?
Subtle, Raban. Real subtle. Appreciate
Then I
it.
pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends. For Nanamo, and for Ul'dah!
The angry bull has arrived. Alright, what you got to tell me, Yugiri? Our target is Meriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage. I am told the two of you have met. Our sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident, and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents, and confirm that Meriel is still in hiding there. Lead the way, Lady Yugiri. Ugh, I feel another sneeze coming on. Woo! Look at the light. Look at the light. I have no idea why my allergy just all of a sudden decided to be like, we're gonna go haywire. Can I like fly straight from here and beeline my way? I can, can't I? I sure as heck can. Yep. We're just gonna fly over the entire ocean. Screw traveling the long way around. Thank you, Square Enix, for making flying available in A Realm Reborn. I love you, I love you, I love you. Take all my money. They already do, so I don't know why I'm saying that again. Every 6 months, they take like $200. Ah! Oh, wait, where am I going? I need to talk to you. Danielle. Meriel? Aye, she's here. Left the city for good, she says. Barely leaves her house, though. It's the closest one to the market entrance. Wait. You're a child. Okay. God, I barely remember doing this quest. It was so long ago. Kikipu, oh, this old stuck-up brat. Greetings, Nakara. What can I do for the Silver Bazaar's favorite adventurer? Looking for Meriel, you say? If you're hoping to lure her back to Ul'dah, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life. She's like, move on. She has nothing left to do with you. Don't bother her. I'm her aunt, and I said you can't talk to her. Do I know of any returning residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. My masters will not be pleased to hear any of this. Why? Sir. Alright. I do not remember where she is. Like, I vaguely remember doing this quest. I remember running around for God knows how long trying to find her. And had no idea where I was supposed to be looking. Let's check this building over here. Nope, she's not here. She around the back? She hiding? There's somebody talking back here. Oh, nope, that was a speech bubble from the lady inside. Never mind. Alright, let's check that building. Oh, there she is. Ma'am. Alphinaud, why are you looking at the ground? There you go.
You are Meriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
Yeah.
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me.
Then why are you so fast to run away? You better start
General
talking.
Alden!
Oh, she probably just pissed herself.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
I can hear her whining right now. She's so scared.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Ooh, sir, you better be careful. Raban's gonna strike you down where you stand.
Lonorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
By framing everybody else to do
And
your
what
dirty
of
work.
Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Meriel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
You better hush your mouth. He is going to kill you right here.
You conniving little worm. You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire.
You're about to die, little dude. You're about to get murdered. Right
Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed. Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended.
And stop sounding so smug.
Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive. And preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
Oh, you're about to get murdered.
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teleji Adeleji without trial?
Ooh, she
Though
got
you
you
acted
there.
out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law. If you would, Lord Lolorito?
I both love and hate her at the same time, so passionately.
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find Her Grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
Sir.
Yes.
Raban, just kick Lolorito like the little punt of a football he is.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Kick him. Don't kill him, just kick him.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'Namo. and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
Although still under crappy pretenses, but better than nothing. Man, you better run far, far away and never show your face ever again. Okay, so we almost witnessed another murder. By the 12, I feared Lord Lolorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. It almost did, if not by my own hand. Anyways, little did I suspect that he of all people would gift us the means to rouse the Sultana. But he did. But he did. Shall we also make our way to Ul'dah? I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us. And have we been expunged of all accusations? Are we now free to roam the streets of Ul'dah yet one more? Are we allowed to return to the Rising Stones? Actually, I think the Rising Stones is still under the control of the Crystal Braves, where Ilbert is still a utmost epitome of a bad guy. Like, I get it, dude. I get it. You want to save your homeland, but you are going about it in every wrong way possibly known to man. Which would be the quickest way to get there? Let's go this way. Ethernet shard. Poke. Okay. Let's go wake up that precious, precious being known as Nanamo, the Sultana of Ul'dah. And let's bring an end to this old drama. The very table in which the poisoning occurred. She lives and she breathes. Don't cry, Raban. Please don't cry. If you cry, I'm gonna cry. Look at her little toe beans. And her stubby fingers.
I was having the longest dream.
Ma'am?
'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands.
Ah, Raban didn't even cry and already I'm tearing up. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Raban, go wash your face.
Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she's none the worse for her slumber. I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona?
The
I have it.
Agrius?
The Agrius, yes.
Yeah, there it is.
'Twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and ladies,
Oh my god, my nose is running.
I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
"'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same. I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves. Among the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come.
They can be associates of the
As
Scions
for
of
those who
Seventh
sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified Grand Company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low.
I know, Alpha now. I know.
I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause.
That's right. Get back on your own 2 feet.
Let us
I'm gonna head to bed
resume
now.
the search for
Hope you have a
our
good
missing
stream and a
comrades.
good night. Thank you,
That we might
Sith.
come
We are
together
actually
to
close to
shine the
ending
light of
stream
dawn
for
across
tonight
the
anyhow
realm once
ourselves,
more.
so we are not too far behind you.
The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
And speaking of which, we can actually go ahead and complete this quest, pick up the next, and we'll call it for the night. I blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil, but the fact remains there is no man alive in whom I would much rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pell of my despair. We'll pick up this one. Oh, it's a cutscene. Still no word from Master Garland. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. Ooh, turn that off. I am assured that Her Grace will make a full recovery. I and Uldar too shall flourish once more. General Raban and his colleagues have matters well in hand here, I believe. Lady Ugiri, a question if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Ah yes, of course. You'll be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned of Captain Ilbert's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alphino. To me? I see. I'm grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for their service. It shall be my final act as a Crystal Brave commander. Will you join me, Nakra? You were there at the company's inception. 'Tis only fitting that you be present for its end. And I would appreciate the support. Poor Alphino. Alright, that is as good a place as any to go ahead and suspend New Game Plus so that we can pick up on it next week. I am going to be working with the club tomorrow night to figure out if we're going to be doing any type of event or opening this weekend, or to see if we're going to be doing a little bit more Help Wanted. So I will let y'all know if we do actually have anything special going on for Saturday night, and or whether there will be a stream. So be on the lookout on Twitter for that information. Otherwise, next Monday, we are going to be coming back with more Palace of the Dead, and we may be playing some more Stray. If we do not play Stray on Monday night, we will definitely probably try to pick it back up again on Tuesday night. I know I typically don't stream on Tuesdays, but I'm really excited about the video game Stray, and I have not touched it since we last played it on Tuesday. So if we don't do it Monday, look forward on it on Tuesday. But otherwise, keep tabs on Twitter. That's where I will post any updates, any news, information, changes in schedule, whatever it may be. It will all be on Twitter. We're gonna go ahead and check out to see who else is streaming tonight. Find us a willing victim to raid here. Well, I say willing, but it's gonna be a surprise. Anywho, let's see. Ooh, Heck Vetica is playing The Sims 4. That is a game that I do have, but have not touched in God knows how long. So let's raid some Heck Vetica, show him some love with his Simoleons, his character that he's going to be playing with tonight. There's a couple of raid commands if you want to copy and paste any of those to show some of our Naka power and love. Ooh, he is designing a house right now with lockers? Is this even a house? I don't know. Let's go find out. Anyways, show Heck some love. Give him a follow if you haven't done so. He's an amazing streamer. He's actually a local streamer. Hopefully sometime in the near future, me and him are going to be hanging out. If and when we do, you'll definitely see some pictures about it. But I'm going to call it quits for the night. Thank y'all for coming. So Heck some love. Be kind.